Well, the Niagara County Sheriff has put out a warning to farmers to be cautious about anyone trespassing on their property. Now, this comes after a meeting was held over the weekend that promoted the so-called rescuing of animals. Now, the next day, multiple trespassing reports were filed with the sheriff's office. 2 on Your Side's Nate Benson spoke to one of the farmers about his experience.
Paul Strobel has been a farmer his entire life, and he has farmed the same location in Newfane for the last 37 years.
We raise natural black Angus beef, we raise heritage hogs, we do some eggs, some vegetables, and then crops for the livestock.
Paul also operates a small roadside shop where he sells his harvest and products from other area farms as well. This past Sunday, while having a cup of coffee, Paul noticed several people on his property.
He looked out my kitchen window and there's people in my driveway with cell phones filming the farm, and they walked right over to the barns to where my cattle are. My store doesn't open until 10 o'clock, so no one should be here at 7:30 on a Sunday morning. And they saw me and hopped in their car and took off.
For the safety of his family and the security of his livestock, Paul asked us not to show close-up shots of his barn. The Niagara County Sheriff says that a separate trespassing incident occurred Sunday at a different farm. This happened one day after an open rescue movement meeting happened in Tonawanda. One of the panelists at the meeting was Tracy Murphy. You may recall that Murphy is the owner of Asha's Animal Sanctuary in Newfane. Murphy was arrested last summer after allegedly refusing to return cattle that wandered onto her property. That case is still working its way through the courts. The open rescue movement promotes the right of rescuing animals. Much of the literature about the movement focuses on combating corporate and industrial farming of animals. The Niagara County Sheriff says that regardless of your intentions, you simply can't go on someone's property without their permission.
I want people to know a crime hasn't been committed yet, but potentially we could be looking at trespass. We could be looking at a burglary if you go into somebody's outbuildings. We could be looking at various larceny charges if you do end up taking livestock.
And he emphasized that there are ways to report suspected animal abuse.
If you call the sheriff's office and say, we think that these animals are being mistreated or abused at a certain location, we will absolutely send a car out there.
Now, a spokesperson for the Niagara County Sheriff says they don't believe or insinuate that Murphy was involved in that recent trespassing incident. After I spoke to the Niagara County Sheriff, the New York State Police began investigating an alleged livestock theft in the town of Heartland, where 50 chickens were allegedly stolen. In the newsroom, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.